We begin tonight with the latest on the terror in Orlando. Good evening, I'm Candace Lee. The worst mass shooting in U.S. history claimed 50 lives and injured dozens. NBC's Jay Gray reports tonight that ISIS is claiming responsibility.
An outpouring of support tonight. A stunned nation searching for strength and answers less than 24 hours after the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. Just after 2 a.m., the clash of gunfire rose above the dance music inside the popular gay nightclub Pulse.
Oh my, people are getting shot, dude.
At least 50 were killed, 53 or more injured, the deadliest shooting in U.S. history.
A ballistic vest here for any of our individuals that are entering the red zone.
As police moved in, the wounded were moved to area hospital, while dozens still inside the club were held hostage. The standoff continuing for 3 hours before a SWAT team stormed in, killing the suspect during a firefight.
In staging, we now have our large MCI unit, 250 patients.
As the magnitude of the attack started to sink in, desperate friends and families searched for loved ones.
But I don't know where my son is. No one can tell me where my son is. If he's been shot, if he's dead, no one knows.
We do know more now about the alleged triggerman, 29-year-old Omar Mateen, born in New York. He moved to Florida with his family more than 10 years ago. The FBI first learned about Mateen 4 years ago when co-workers alerted agents about comments he made supporting violent extremism. A year later, he was questioned about a passing relationship with a man who became a suicide bomber in Syria. Since then, agents say he showed no signs of preparing for a terror attack. Police say Mateen called 911 just before the attack, pledging his allegiance to ISIS and talking briefly about the Boston Marathon bombing. But his father tells NBC News the killing spree may have been fueled by his anger over something he saw a few months ago in Miami, saying, quote, he saw two men kissing each other and he got very angry. Omar was very upset. Maybe that's why he went after a gay club. As investigators continue to search for that reason, this community and the country now search for comfort. Mateen's ex-wife spoke out tonight, calling him, quote, violent and bipolar, and saying that at times during their brief marriage, he held her hostage, not allowing her to speak with her family. Jay Gray, NBC News, Orlando.
Tonight in Columbus, LGBTQ supporters flooded Goodale Park and High Street in the Short North, standing in solidarity with the victims and families in Orlando. NBC4's Courtney Yoon joins us live from Union Cafe, where many continue to gather tonight. Courtney?
Yeah, Candace, take a look at the ribbons here tied to the Union Cafe's fence. It's just one small way the Columbus community is showing their support and sharing their strength with those hurting in Orlando.
We're still here! We're still here!
This isn't just a gay hate crime or just an act of terrorism against gay people. This touches Americans.
Hundreds gathered at Goodale Park tonight, standing in solidarity with Orlando.
We're going to show love. We're going to show strength. We're not going to let this scare us. We're not going to let us answer it with more hate.
Among the tears and sadness, there was also love and pride.
Hate is hate, but love is love, and that's what will win.
Then a march to the Union Cafe, like the Pulse nightclub of Columbus, where black and rainbow ribbons were tied as memorials to those killed in the shooting.
It could happen in any of our communities, and so I really feel for them.
Many here say they've spent the day trying to get in touch with friends in Florida.
They're hiding in their bathrooms. I know a few people who had to crawl out through air conditioning vents to just be free.
But this tragedy won't stop this community from celebrating Pride this weekend.
I'm leading off the parade this year. I'm not going to change that. I'll be front and center as the drum major of Pride because this is my community.
We're not going back in the closet. We're not going to be afraid. We're going to show how resolute we can be.
Stonewall Columbus says tens of thousands of dollars are spent on security and undercover police for the Pride celebration each year, and the 35th annual festival begins this Friday. Live in the Short North, Courtney Yoon, NBC4.
In Los Angeles, police arrested a heavily armed Indiana man who was on his way to a gay pride parade. 20-year-old James Wesley Howell told Santa Monica police he wanted to do harm to the event. Police say they found 3 assault rifles, high-capacity magazines, ammunition, and a 5-gallon bucket with chemicals that could be used to make an explosive device. Stay with NBC4 and NBC News for the latest on the Orlando mass shooting. We'll have the very latest on air and online at NBC4i.com.